Sorry about that. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. So we are back on a separate feed, but thank you for sticking with us. But yeah, I think this was just a poorly promoted con. When I was talking to the people at the con, the vendors, they said it was four things. One was the hurricane.
Yeah, because that was supposed to hit the East Coast. It was way south of Philadelphia, but it could impact travel.
And then another was the fact that Cincinnati was happening the same weekend, and everybody who went to both, or even the people at Keystone who read about Cincy, said Cincy was the con to go to. Even though Cincy was a one-day con, there weren't enough vendors there and things. I couldn't imagine spending more than one day there unless you're just spending all your time in line trying to get
one autograph.
Yeah, and I'm blanking on Phil Coulson's name. Clark Gregg. Tried to get Clark Gregg's autograph. The non-VIPs for that were staying in line a long time. But then the third thing was that it was Labor Day. It wasn't Labor Day
No,
weekend.
it was like 2 weekends after.
I don't remember what the other things were, but they had a couple of reasons. But
reasons, excuses, whatever.
Well, let's talk about something that we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. And Justin, I don't know if you got a chance to go over to the Marvel booth at San Diego.
Even if you got a chance to, you might not have seen these.
Yeah, it was pretty packed over there quite often.
These were hidden along, there are some new items hidden along the, I guess it's the north wall of the Marvel booth, so it faces down towards the 100s.
I go to Comic-Con every year, and I couldn't tell you which way was north, south, east, or west in that center.
But you know I'm a weirdo.
But the problem was behind the line for the Marvel store was a display. And while in line for the Marvel store, I happened to start looking at the stuff and realized that there was this Marvel Masterworks collection of prop replicas. And I'd seen these online, but I didn't pay it much attention. But when you're standing in line to get into something and you're standing next to some really gorgeous items, it's kind of hard not to look.
Well, yes, they were very captivating, and I held up the line for a long time because I ended up talking to Russell Lippincott, who is the Marvel prop master, and he makes these as well as the Marvel props, and he's a really, really, really nice guy. And he was telling me what.
All right, I kind of embarrassed myself. We're standing in line.
That's what you do. Foot, mouth, you go.
We're looking at these props. Now, understand, these are really gorgeous looking props. The detail, look at that. I mean, that's exquisite detail. Now, this is cast from the same cast and built by the same people who made the props for the movies. You know, that prop master did that work. But if you look, this Eye of Agamotto is $3,550.
Yikes.
But it comes in a case. I'm sorry, it's Russell Bobbitt, not Russell Lippincott. Who's Russell Lippincott now? Now I'm really worried about that. It's Russell Bobbitt. Sorry.
Russell Lippincott found.
Was he missing?
Died in 2008. Find a grave. He lived in Wyoming. He died at 84.
Oh, man.
Okay. So
Russell Bobbitt.
So Russell Bobbitt is the prop master. So there's a gentleman, middle-aged, sitting in a chair next to these props. I'm like, he's security. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, these are really nice, but come on, what makes this worth $3,500? What makes the Captain America shield worth $5,000 when FX Collectibles sells them for $600? I said that to the man who made them.
Kind of thought that's where this was going.
The guy I thought was a security guard was the prop master. And I was talking to Marjorie, not to him, but he goes, well, let me tell you.
Yeah. he was really nice. So he showed us each piece. He talked a little bit about each one. He was really, really, really nice, despite my husband.
He said there is no way you will get a prop closer to what you see on screen. What FX does, they use the original molds, but they don't use the same materials as you see on screen. These use the same materials and the same people building it. When they make the shields to go on the screen, they just have these people run off a few more. And I mean, these are highly, highly limited.
The Captain America shield is limited to 50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. This is as close as you're going to get to being actual screen use props without them being on screen.
Yeah. And if you want something that's been on screen, having been at the auctions for those Captain America shields.
Oh my God, that was heartbreaking.
Before the first Avengers film came out, they were selling for $40K. And now that Avengers has made billions of dollars, I'm guessing $80K?
Probably a pretty good guess.
Probably more than that, but
talking to him about the skill and craftsmanship that goes into these, and then I'm going to be honest, I wasn't sure if I believed it. So I found Brian Ono, who owns FX Collectibles. And I said to Brian, these aren't worth it, right? And he goes, oh no, they are. If we put the work into them that they do and use the materials they do, we'd have to charge that too.
Yeah, I mean, fair play. You know, like when we were going into this, I thought we were going down that road that Disney tried with Star Wars. What was that prop replica 3D digital printing that they tried a couple years ago?
Is it prop shop or prop store? Because we've gotten this wrong in the past, and there is another one that
the one that did the 3D printing, that the 3D printing has started to deteriorate already.
Right. Don't want to disparage anybody who's doing good work, but one of those was doing highly overpriced 3D printed Disney licensed prop replicas.
Prop Shop was doing the overpriced replicas. Prop Store is a London and Los Angeles place that also goes to a lot of conventions and actually has real movie props for sale and usually does auctions. So Prop Shop, damn you. Prop Store, cool company.
All right. But yeah, no, this is way more impressive than that. I'm glad that it's not that we're seeing.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. I thought for sure this was the prop shop of Marvel, and it was not. And Marjorie may have gotten an early birthday gift or Christmas gift, or probably birthday, Christmas, anniversary, Valentine's Day, and the next birthday, because I bought her that shield.
Oh, wow.
Because it's got the Black Panther claws in it from Civil War, and it's beautiful.
Merry, happy everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I was stunned, and I immediately told him to return it. And he said, oh, you can't. I'm like, shit! Oh, whoops. I said a bad word.
It's really nice. Can you see like the burnishing of the metal?
And it takes 6 months to get, doesn't it?
At least, yes. Yeah. I mean, look at the detail.
The detail shots here are incredible.
Can I give listeners a tip? If you want to save money, if you don't want to buy really expensive stuff, whatever you do, don't take a 24 megapixel camera and then take really close-up glory shots of it and then tell yourself, oh, I don't need to buy that.
It was really, really pretty in person, and I can't wait until it shows up. I'm going to forget all about it and then be like, oh, my shield's here. It'll be like I will be taking it down to Olin Mills and getting portraits done.
One with like you like looking off into the distance and then the shield photoshopped up into the sky.
Yeah, with my hands folded under my chin, staring at it. And then maybe I'll hold it like a baby. Maybe put it in like dang and look at it lovingly. I don't know. There'll be some professional photos, I'm sure. It's gonna be its first birthday at the very least.
I'm interested to see what it feels like or what it weighs, because it looks substantial. It looks like a metal shield that's going to have some heft.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about that too. And I will say there are some shield makers who I think I've only seen them at Wizard World Chicago, but they make some, but they're like aluminum. And they're super lightweight and they feel so flimsy. And I'm guessing that this one's going to be like tremendously substantial. And have you ever held the FX shield, Justin?
And I've had some. I think that was mistaken.
That one's heavy. I've carried.
You're cutting out just a little bit, but yeah, it is really a hefty item.
Mm-hmm.
And to carry it around a convention all day was...
It wasn't all day.
It wasn't part of a day.
That is impressive, and I can't wait for that to come on.
Oh, yeah, maybe I should have a party and put it like on
Oh my God, is it like a gender reveal? It's going to be a shield reveal party.
Oh my God, that's a great idea, Justin. I need to have a party for the shield. Oh man, I love to throw parties. Let me tell you, I'd love to throw events.
Can we convince people to, like, since we're not having kids, to get a shield shower gifts and shield warming gifts?
So it'd be like what?
Microfiber wipes.
Yeah.
Some of those gloves.
Yeah.
Curator gloves.
No, they also had a baby Groot. And while he is absolutely adorable, and I love baby Groot, the shield is my first love. So.
Yeah, this was the one that I couldn't quite go with because it's not really a prop, right? I mean, I'm sure they had something on set, but Baby Groot is a CGI creation.
Yeah, and what we're looking at here just feels like a more detailed version of this character.
Yeah, and for $2,500, $2,550, I just didn't feel that it was that much worth it. Now they're going to make up to $150. It made to order by Russell Bobbitt, head of props for Marvel Studios. This is a duplicate of the Groot puppet used for reference in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So, they often make maquettes for the CGI animators to go off of. This is a replica of that. But unless he's going to do the dance at the beginning, I just can't see $2,500.
No, honestly, that Hot Toys you got me, I'm perfectly satisfied with that. I put his little Ravager outfit on, even though it broke my heart because he doesn't like it, but he's still cute in it.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Just, you're right, not worth that price tag, especially when there's more detailed, cooler looking options out there.
Now, also at Comic-Con, we saw a couple of things that are out and up for order now. First, the Marvel Select Rogue figure is up for order. Did you get that one, Justin?
No, and I got to be honest, I've really, with so much Marvel Legend stuff coming out and all this other stuff, I've let my Diamond Select and my Marvel Selects kind of lag. I haven't picked up a Select in probably 4 or 5 months.
Wow. Well, they haven't come out with too many in 4 or 5 months. It's been a little while.
I know, but I've missed a lot of the most recent movie releases and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of catch up to do on that line.
Well, this one is out, available for order right now. I ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store for $23, but I think this is going to be one of the harder to find ones, being the first Rogue in that line, and Rogue is such a popular character anyway.
Yep. It also kind of feels like the Marvel Legend that never was.
True. They need to do the short coat brown Rogue Legend.
Mm-hmm. Like they teased.
But the other thing that's up for order, and we saw this at San Diego Comic-Con, the Diamond Select Infinity War Marvel Milestones Hulkbuster Mark II limited edition statue.
That's a lot of words. How's that fit on the package? Hold on, you gotta unfold it. You know how they have the stuff when you have to, like, it's just like a little taped on. You have to unfold it to see the rest of it. So you have to unfurl it to see the whole name of it.
Imagine that on a business card.
It would just be the business card. You'd have to do like a 3x5.
I have to print it around on the back.
Yeah. Jeez.
But now, this is what I kind of feared while we were looking at this in person, is that pictures just weren't going to do it justice, because none of the pictures I see here, none of the ones I looked at as we were taking them, are capturing like that metallic cherry red paint job that this thing has.
I think I got a couple that kind of get it, but you're right, not entirely. And the detail, look at the toes on it and the hand and the scale of it. We didn't get a picture that really shows the scale, but I was talking to Zach on camera with this. You can go to YouTube and see the clip where I'm asking him, I mean, this is gorgeous. How much is this going to cost? And he said that it'll probably be, you know, where most of the Marvel Premiere statues are, $300 or so. And I was like, this for $300?
You're like, I need an army.
Well, when it went up for pre-order, I might have had a little bit of sticker shock.
Only off by about 1,100.
There's a 1 before that number. So I was like, wait a second. I actually emailed Zach and I'm like, is something mistaken here? And it turns out there are 2 of these being made. There's the Marvel Milestones one that is 2 feet tall. And from the pictures I can tell, I mean, I guess it isn't the one we saw, because look at the hand positions. The hand positions are slightly different.
Interesting.
So the one we saw that has the hand positions like that will be about 20 inches tall and $300. But if you want those 4 extra inches,
and who doesn't?
How much would you pay for 4 extra inches, Justin?
I don't know. What's the going price on the street?
Apparently $1,100.
I guess.
About $300 an inch.
Wow. That has to be one of the, if not the most expensive diamond item I'm aware of.
I believe it is the record breaker. Absolutely. And it is limited to only 200 pieces. It is the biggest statue ever released by Diamond Select. The sculpt is by Gentle Giant. It's full polystone, or it says polystone, but polystone equals resin equals stuff.
Some ground up newspaper in there. You never know.
Hey, but if you order at Big Bad Toy Store, only $4 for shipping.
Hey, gotta save somewhere.
Oh, that pile of loot that they do is really good. Because then you get an insane amount of stuff for like $4 shipping.
I do have a public service announcement for anyone who has the pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. You may have received an email on starting October 1st. By law, they have to charge most states sales tax. And this includes tax on anything in your pile of loot, anything they haven't shipped. So on September 29th or 30th, you want to go have them empty the loot, because then you won't pay taxes on it, and anything they ship to you after the first state sales tax applies.
Darn it. I was hoping you would say that like anything that was in your loot before then wouldn't be taxed. So it's like time to go fill up that box. But nope, it's time to empty it.
I did have some good news, though, from Big Bad Toy Store. They are not a sponsor. I just spend a ton of money with them right now.
Yeah.
I'm a sponsor of Big Bad Toy Store is what it is. Big Bad Toy Store is brought to you by Marvelicious Toys. I had ordered the SH Figure Arts Hulkbuster for $549.99.
Ooh.
they sent me an email that the price has been reduced by the manufacturer and they're passing it on. So I'm $100 cheaper.
Oh, I was expecting like $1.
No, $449.99.
Nice.
That's something you don't see every day, is the price going down on a Figuarts figure before release.
I know, and there it is. You can just still order it at Big Bad Toy Store for $449.99. And Justin, you remember what it was like having that Mark I in your hands at C2E2.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the itch for one, because I kick myself for not getting the first one, and I might just have to go this route. And that $100 off, yeah, that's not making it any easier to say no to it.
Then at San Diego, Justin, you and I spent quite a bit of time at the Mezco booth.
Oh, yeah.
That Cyclops we saw has gone up for order. It's shipping winter 19, which I believe to mean early 19, not Christmas 19.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, technically winter 19 ends, what, in January? February?
March.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 months, so you go December, January,
Right.
February, March.
I'm not a farmer. I don't remember my seasons. But
Well, that is available to order right now, but I had to order 2 this week thanks to New York Comic-Con exclusives. This one was a shock, wasn't it? Did you even know about this one, Justin, before the second?
No, and it's just, I mean, I like Wolverine and all that stuff, but this just does not feel like a Wolverine thing to me. So since I'm not a focus collector on him, I can stay away from this one, because it's just
how I feel.
it's cool, and it's neat that they're getting this deep for the fans of the character, but it's not calling my name.
It's one of those things that, you walk by and go, oh, yeah, yeah, that's neat. That is Wolverine. And just keep right on going.
This is Wolverine from his from his appearance in the 5 Ronin comics, where he was dressed in traditional samurai clothing, complete with 2 katanas and 2 sheaths that can be tucked into his waist belt, and a scarf. The scarf looks a little oversized. Like the photo on the far left here, I think it's Doctor Strange's cape, and it's about to yank him.
I mean, this is exactly my problem with Hot Toys, and some of I really haven't had the problem too much with 112, but this one's really screaming it. Look at the size of the threads and the hems. It just looks like a doll. They need to figure out a way to scale down the threading on their stitching to make it realistic looking.
I will agree with the stitching on that. Yeah, it is a little bit big, but it is also very limited and already sold out. So, I don't have a problem. And here's the thing is, we're looking at this 2 to 3 times bigger on the monitors we're seeing. When you see it in person, do you see the stitching? Yes, you see the stitching, but it's kind of like the picture on the left. You see the stitching, but it almost looks like lines that accent the clothing more than required stitching that I think detracts.
Yeah, still not my cup of tea, and I don't feel terrible about not getting in on this pre-order. It's not one that I'm going to kick myself in a year from now for being like, oh, I really wish I would have got that 5 Ronin Wolverine.
Well, we will be reviewing it when we get it, and if you didn't get the order in, there is a wait list, and you can still get it at New York Comic-Con. Has 2 interchangeable heads. I mean, how could you not display him with the top knot?
Yeah, that's what you're paying for here.
But then they
not from the sideburns.
Then they also, for Comic-Con, they're doing 2 for New York. They only had 1 exclusive Marvel for San Diego, but for New York, we also get a first appearance Doctor Strange, as he looked in Strange Tales issue 110, his very first comics.
Yeah, his classic look, and I think they did a good job of like keeping his classic look, but not making it overly corny. You know what I'm saying? Like when Hasbro did this figure, I felt like they went directly from the comic. This feels more comic inspired, but in a real world way.
We're looking at the wrong pictures. I will fix that. Nope, not the nun. Don't want the nun. I was traveling to various cities where they said they had them in stock, and it did seem across the board.
Did you make Jerry stop at any GameStops on the way? No, that's the same figure, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's still the wrong figure. Getting there, guys.
All we can do is follow links.
In other words, it's my fault. I'll take the blame on that.
I still stand by what I said because basically what I'm talking about is the regular release one, is the pictures we're seeing, but the exclusive one is going to have some different colors involved. His cape is more of a midnight blue.
Yes.
It's the same basic figure that we're talking about. It's different accessories, a little bit of a different color scheme, but still what I was saying about them taking it from the comic and making it a little bit more real world still stands true to this figure.
Oh, I agree completely. And I just really like the blue on black color there. And I like that. I think the face is just a little bit different back then. It's a bit more angular. They did a new sculpt. You know, it's not just new Mego clothing. This isn't that Captain Action figure where you just buy a new outfit and it's a new character.
No, definitely not. They put more time and care into their variants than just slight repaints and stuff like that. Especially with the accessories. You know, this one comes with the Orb of Agamotto with the rising globe and hinged lid. Which is kind of cool. It's like one of those floor globes that you take the lid off and reveal the spinning globe inside of it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. That. Oh, that is cool. Smoke effects not included.
Seems like a pretty good size accessory for a 112.
Then finally at New York, I could not be more excited.
I know. When I told you about this, you go, what? You were like Scooby-Doo about it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, Shirley. Oh, here's the thing. I, as of this moment, have every Marvel Hot Toys figure mass released. I am proud of that, as it took some doing.
Yeah.
But then, earlier this summer, they release Neon Tech Iron Man, as shown on your screen.
Tron.
Yeah, it does look like Tron. And in fact, I believe it's from a cover they did back when Tron Legacy came out, and they did a number of the Trons where they had all of their heroes in Tron gear.
Yeah. I think it looks pretty cool.
I have to agree. I mean, here's their description is it reimagines the tech-forward suit of armor in bright neon colors with scenes of electrofuturism inspired by modern computer technology. Based upon the blueprint of Mark IV, the newly developed Neon Tech Iron Man demonstrates not only the harmonious interaction between sophisticated device and advanced weapon, but also the visually striking armor that reflects the passion and craft of neon culture.
What's neon culture?
I thought you'd know. Can I
hang on, I have
neon culture?
I have a teenager in the house. You want me to go ask her?
It's sweet looking, though. It's die cast, and what's weird is they say it's based off the schematics of the Mark IV. Oh, the Mark IV was Iron Man 2. I got confused with the Mark 6. Okay. But the thing that was killing me is it said first available at Hot Toys flagship store in Shanghai Disneytown, and at the CCG Expo 2018. And stay tuned for future announcements.
Now that's where I went gaga over their Hot Toys Cos Babies.
And I ordered a number of those, but those weren't too expensive. I even got a couple shopping bags because, I mean, there were Hot Toys shopping bags and they cost like $3. So they were cloth reusable totes, not like Walmart bags or something.
I'm glad you clarified that because I was about to stage an intervention.
But when we went to San Diego, no sign of Neon Tech at all, even though I'd already gotten the press release for it in June.
Already, Comic-Con's in July.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was highly rumored on a number of the forums I go to. This was not being released stateside. Now, they've done that a couple of times. There was a red snapper with a special accessory that was not released stateside.
Was it the sofa?
It was the crushed Iron Man helmet.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
Mm-hmm. And I was looking at these and like, oh, you're really killing me because on eBay, this is sold as high as $1,400.
Oh my God.
The average sale price was in the high 800s. And I just sat back and was like, not today, Satan, not today. And for once, patience paid off.
Yes, this is going to be sort of available from Sideshow New York Comic Con. So what you have to do is you have to go to their booths where you can get a special access code to purchase it, but it is limited. And if there are any left over, at the end of October, non-attendees can try. So I will be at the Sideshow booth right away, and then probably making a financial transaction right away.
Yeah, I mean, right now, looking, these things have sold recently for buy it now, $940. And I really thought I was going to be in for almost $1,000 to get this one, to know that it's basically, this is the coolest way Sideshow has ever done an exclusive, I think. You know, when they do their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, they've done the order online, but you have to show up and get it thing. But then you have it and you have to ship it home. I love the idea of an exclusive where they give you a code and you put the code into the website and then you can order it and have it delivered.
Yeah, that makes much more sense. Yeah, makes much more sense. And also, you know, I mean, even if for some reason you get shut out here and aren't able to get a code at New York Comic Con, at least you now know that more of them are being put out into the market, which should take the eBay prices down a little bit in theory.
Yeah, and the fact that I'm already on the RSVP list, if any are left over, that I'd be able to pick one up that way. The fact that they think there might be some left over gives me hope that, yeah, the prices are going to go way down on this.
I'd be interested to see what this looks like without the fancy photography and lighting. Like, is this a black armor with, is that blue actually painted on that bright, or is that a reflective strip? I want to know what it looks like just standing on a shelf in regular lighting.
It looks like that. It still looks very cool. I think one of the things that I'm thinking I'm remembering, let me see. The teal has a luminous reflective pattern under specialized LED light unit.
Nice. They did something like that on the Black Panther. Yeah. Very cool.
That's what they're doing with that.
Excellent. Yeah, it almost looks more Tron-y in person without the special lights. Well, I'm wishing you the best of luck on that one.
It is my number one priority for Thursday.
Day one of New York.
Yep. So I will be heading over to Javits. If anybody's there, come and find me. Say hello. I have buttons. Not that you can push my buttons and like get reactions. I'll have Marvelicious buttons.
But you could also do the latter.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, press your luck and try to anger me and make me Hulk smash you, I mean, sure.
But then while we're talking about Sideshow, just real quick here, they put up something for order today that I didn't expect. The legendary scale figure. We saw this at San Diego, and I took a lot of pictures of it because it was a very pretty item. And the legendary scale figures, Marjorie is usually creeped out by them.
I don't enjoy them. They're just the wrong size, I think. And I don't know, there's just something wrong about them. And their eyes are kind of weird, like they're watching you. And I don't want them in my house.
But you didn't have that problem with this one.
No, because he doesn't have eyes. He has Spider-Man eyes.
But and still, he's crouched over, and so he's only 2 feet tall. My problem with a lot of the legendary scale figures is I see them on display in mass at San Diego. And I saw the Iron Man, and I saw the Obi-Wan, and I saw the Vader.
The Obi-Wan is the one that really just like sealed the deal for me. We're like, nope.
The Iron Man was the one that got me. I mean, it's incredibly detailed and incredibly gorgeous to the point that I expected it to look up at me and say,
yeah, I just...
It's like a little child in an outfit.
Yeah, it's a wrong scale. It just does not work.
But in this case, it's such a classic Spider-Man with the red lines, and that's a cloth outfit. Got a little bit of a wedgie in that photo, doesn't he?
Or did they gave him defined buttocks?
Yeah, you're going Mr. Roboto on me again, Justin. All right, I can hear you now.
All right.
No, I can't. So I have been saving my Sideshow reward points for this, the only legendary scale figure I would ever want. And I've saved, and I've saved.
Did you get it?
And then it comes out. I expect it to be, legendary scale figures. What do they usually cost?
Mm-mm. I have no idea because they creep me out.
What was that, Justin? I'm hoping I can hear you.
No, either one.
Well, I guess I just didn't look closely enough because the Yoda legendary scale figure, for example, was $700. And so for some reason, I had in my mind $1,000. I mean, the legendary scale busts were only a couple $100. So I thought this would be $1,000. So I was a little shocked when Yeah.
That's $2,000. Is he going to clean the house? Is he like a Roomba at night? That would be awesome. That's a good idea. They should make a Roomba statue. At night, by day you have this great statue. By night, he cleans your floors.
Well, he's very limited at only 275 being made. And I had a lot of Sideshow rewards.
So is he coming?
He's coming.
Where are you going to put him?
Well, he's not any taller than Galactus.
But he's bigger because he's got his butt sticking out as he's crouching.
Exactly.
The black suit.
Yeah, that is one thing that was said online is that if some people were saying if this was the symbiote version, they'd be going for it. For me, I like the classic red and blues. So that's what really got me on this one. And after Sideshow reward points, it was under $500.
That is impressive on how many points you've accumulated.
Justin, I have 44 Sideshow points.
I think I have 26 at this point. Arnie has all of them. Well, not anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's like I went all in on Legendary Skin. And then finally on New York Comic Con, and we got to wrap this up because we have some dying batteries, but the Marvel booth is having quite a few exclusives.
Yeah, they've got the Scotty Young pins back again, and these are really great. There's some blind package ones. There's some individual ones. Really cool. I will say that I'll probably have to grab that Captain America. I don't know. I think they're kind of cute. I hope that they change up the design for next year. Not that there's anything wrong with Scotty Young, but I like it when they keep them different and fun.
The Iron Man one is only available if you purchase more than $50 on your Marvel MasterCard.
Well, you have that.
Well, I do, but I'm saying that's a high bar for pins.
Can I buy $50 worth of Iron Man pins on my card to get it?
Super cute. They've also got some records. They have a special Avengers picture disc, and then they've got a Runaways exclusive vinyl.
Here's the thing: that Runaways vinyl, it's up at Mondo with the same cover. Now, the only thing I need to know is it the same vinyl inside, or did they do a different vinyl?
Someone asked Agent M that on.
That was me.
Oh.
Marjorie's all like, yes, my husband wants to know too. And Arnie's like thinking, wow, there's another vinyl collector that's worried about the Runaways? I'm not alone.
They also have this awesome Korg and Meek plush. We got the giggles now. Is it because of the Korg and Meek, or is it because of the Thanos hoodie?
Yeah, I don't know.
I want to see a meme with this exact photo. Did you buy the hoodie? Yes. How much did it cost? My dignity.
Hey, my Winter Soldier one, which was the first one they did, was really awesome.
Does it have that foily material on it?
No, it doesn't. It's actually really cool. It looks like a regular hoodie, except there's a zipper at the bottom, like at the bottom of your neck, that zips up to cover the bottom half of your face.
Yeah, because this foily one, that's just going to end up being cracked and...
Oh, yeah, it's going to crinkle. And if they hadn't done it in the lame-like material, it probably would have been great, but it probably would have not looked as good for the 5 minutes.
I saw that Korg and said I had to have him when I saw him on my phone. Now seeing him on a full-blown monitor, he's really tragic.
I told you that.
Yeah, that's a dog chew toy.
Yeah, like they printed fabric and then stuffed it. It's not like a... Okay, just for comparison, Arnie, I know you guys can't see this at home, but the very first plush from New York Comic Con from the Marvel booth is sitting right there.
Hold on, I can show them.
The Rocket Raccoon comics style that they did, 2012?
Yeah, or maybe 20. Yeah, it was the year before Guardians, so 2011? No,
2012 was the year before.
2013. Because the movie came out in 2014.
No, it came out in 2013.
No, it didn't, because Avengers came out in 2012, and Marvel had a crappy 2013 with Iron Man 2 and Thor the Dark World in 2014.
Okay.
They had a great year with Winter Soldier, Winter Soldier and Guardians. But yes, we got that Rocket Raccoon plush, and he's amazing.
Yeah, he's great. And the hotel we were staying at, the housekeepers would pose him all around the room. It was so fun.
But they also have a number of T-shirts. They previewed some of these T-shirt designs at Keystone, and I was able to get Marjorie a couple that I didn't know she'd already bought also at San Diego.
Yeah, the Sweet Rabbit one they had at San Diego. And when he went to Keystone, it was very sweet for him to buy me things since I wasn't able to go. So he's like, hey, I got you some shirts. And he pulled them out. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I got that one. Yeah, I got that one too. And I don't have that one. He's very sweet. But that means he knows me, right?
That's right.
After almost 20 years of being together, he knows me.
I need the Spider-Man game.
I know you do.
That one is awesome. That's the one that keeps catching my eye. I love the simplicity of it.
It was completely sold out at Keystone. It was the only shirt completely sold out. They had one left, and it was a medium.
Oh.
And I'm like, all right. This one, I'm not sure how I feel about. It's a little hard to see, but it's Pirate Angel. So what you've got is the skull and crossbones of a pirate, and then angel wings. So pirate plus angel wings equals, and then you've got Mjolnir.
Oh, cool.
I think you got me one that said I survived the snap, didn't you?
Yes.
And that one's for sale there.
I survived the snap. And this one's new at Comic-Con, but I thought you might like it, the flowery Groot.
Oh, yeah. I want the flowery Groot. Well, I guess I'm probably going there second after I go to Sideshow.
Well, we are running out of time, and we're running out of battery, so we're going to...
We're bumping Matt Damon.
The Deadpool reviews, but we're going to give away a couple of Marvel Legends from the Venom wave. Well, we were going to give away Deadpool Legends, but we'll save that for next show. So... we need to give these away real fast. How do we want to give them away?
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, we're going to do this way. The first person to tweet to our Marvelicious Toy Twitter account the word Pirate Angel is going to win the Venom figure from the Legends wave, the basic Venom with the Eddie Brock head.
All right. That's Pirate Angel.
Then the first person to email us at show@marvelicioustoys.com